Hey everyone, ready to look ahead. We're diving into some major business trends that are going to reshape industries in 2025.
Yeah.
And to guide us, we've got this awesome article from Quantiv.
Uh-huh.
It's called Top 5 Business Trends to Watch For in 2025, plus stats.
Nice.
So think of this deep dive as like your roadmap to what's coming up in the business world.
I like that, a roadmap.
Yeah, right. It's all about staying ahead of the game.
Absolutely.
We're breaking down 5 key trends, and the article makes this really interesting point.
Okay.
They're not just like random predictions.
Right.
They're saying these trends are actually coming from the challenges companies were already dealing with in 2024.
Makes sense. Those challenges evolve and become the trends of tomorrow.
Exactly. So first up, AI integration.
Then go on.
Huge. Quantiv is reporting that the AI market hit over $184 billion last year.
Wow.
I know, right? That's almost $50 billion more than 2023.
That's a massive jump.
It is. And get this, 77% of companies are either using AI or seriously looking into it.
Well, yeah. I mean, businesses are seeing how much AI can change things.
For sure. But here's what I think is really interesting.
What's that?
AI is becoming a lot more than just chatbots and, making cool images.
Oh, yeah, totally. It's going way beyond that.
Right. It's becoming like a core part of how businesses operate.
Exactly. It's like a strategic tool now.
So how does that actually work? Like, can you give us some real-world examples?
Sure. Think about how companies are using AI for like predictive analytics.
Oh, yeah, to like see what's coming next.
Exactly. They can kind of anticipate market shifts and stuff.
That's so cool.
Like imagine a retailer using AI to figure out how much of a certain product they'll need
Okay.
based on their past sales, seasonal trends, even what's happening on social media.
Whoa, so they can avoid having too much stock or running out.
Exactly. It's all about efficiency.
That's incredible. It's like having a crystal ball.
Uh-huh. Kind of right.
And the article mentioned Netflix as like a prime example of how powerful AI can be.
Yeah, their recommendation engine is insane.
I know, right? Apparently over 80% of what people watch on Netflix comes from those AI recommendations.
It's amazing how they can keep people engaged.
It's like they know exactly what you want to watch before you even do.
Totally.
So AI is shaping everything from what products get made to how companies interact with their customers.
That's a game changer for sure.
But let's break it down by industry.
Okay. Sounds good.
The article talks about a few sectors where AI is already making a huge difference.
Uh-huh.
Let's start with healthcare.
Okay, so in healthcare, AI is being used to create better diagnostic tools.
So like catching diseases earlier.
Exactly, which could potentially save lives.
That's amazing. And what about those AI assistants?
Oh, yeah, those are helping healthcare providers with all the administrative stuff.
So they can spend more time with patients?
Right, it frees them up to focus on actual care.
I can also see how AI could revolutionize personalized medicine.
Absolutely tailoring treatments based on individual patients.
That's incredible. And beyond healthcare, what about the impact on financial services?
Oh, huge AI is transforming that industry too.
Like how?
Well, think about fraud detection. AI can analyze transactions in real time,
To catch anything suspicious.
way more accurately than traditional methods.
That's a big deal.
It is. And then there's the potential for personalized financial advice.
Okay.
And even things like automated trading.
Wow. So AI is making finance smarter and faster.
Absolutely.
Okay, last one for now. How is AI changing the manufacturing game?
Oh, it's creating what they call smart factories.
Smart factories.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They can adapt to different conditions and optimize production like on the fly.
Oh, wow.
So things like predictive maintenance,
Okay.
where AI can actually look at data from machines.
To see if something's going to break down.
Yeah, before it causes any major problems.
Like they can predict the future.
Uh-huh. In a way, right.
So from healthcare to finance to manufacturing, AI is clearly a game changer.
Not just a buzzword, it's the real deal.
Absolutely. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about a trend that's becoming super important for both businesses and consumers.
All right.
Sustainability and the circular economy.
Yeah, this one is huge.
It really is. And it's being driven by a major change in what consumers care about.
For sure, people are way more conscious of their impact.
Exactly. The article says that searches for sustainable goods online have jumped by 71% in the past 5 years.
Wow, it's a big increase.
It is. Consumers are really concerned about the environment and social responsibility.
And companies are paying attention.
Oh, absolutely. They have to.
I mean, there was a study that said 92% of buyers trust brands that are socially and environmentally responsible.
Wow, 92%. That's almost everyone.
Yeah, and 55% are even willing to pay more for products that align with their values.
So it's not just a nice to have anymore.
Not at all. It's a core value that's influencing buying decisions.
For sure. And it's not just about appealing to customers.
Right.
Businesses are realizing that focusing on ESG, environmental, social, and governance can actually boost their profits.
Yeah, the article mentions that companies with strong ESG practices are seeing higher returns.
So much higher.
An average of 12.9% annually compared to 8.6% for companies that aren't prioritizing ESG.
So sustainability is good for the planet and the bottom line.
It's a win-win.
I love that. And what's really interesting is that the article highlights a shift from just doing random sustainability things.
Yeah, like one-off initiatives.
Exactly, to a more holistic approach where ESG is part of the company's overall strategy.
It's becoming integrated into everything they do.
Which makes total sense.
It's not enough to just slap a green label on something anymore.
Yep, consumers are looking for real action.
They want to see that sustainability is woven into the company's DNA.
And this is where the idea of the circular economy comes in.
Yeah, the circular economy.
Can you explain that a bit?
Sure. So it's basically moving away from the old take, make, dispose model
Okay.
and moving towards a more cyclical system where resources are kept in use for as long as possible.
So less waste.
Yeah. Exactly. It's about designing products that are durable, repairable, and recyclable.
And things like take-back programs and closed-loop manufacturing.
Right, where waste from one process becomes the input for another.
The article mentions Patagonia and Levi's as companies that are doing a great job with this.
Yeah, they're leading the way.
Can you tell us more about what they're doing?
Well, Patagonia has always been big on sustainability.
They're like the OG outdoor brand.
Right. They offer repair services for their clothes, encourage people to make them last longer.
I love that.
And they have a big recycling program. They use recycled materials whenever they can.
It's great to see companies taking responsibility for the entire life cycle of their products.
Absolutely.
Okay, and what about Levi's? What are they doing?
They have a buyback program for their jeans, so you can return your old ones.
And they recycle them.
Yeah, or upcycle them into something new.
Oh, cool. And they're using more sustainable materials too, right?
Yep, and working to reduce their water and energy use.
These are great examples of how companies can put those circular economy principles into action.
They're showing that it's possible.
And it seems like this trend is going to impact some industries more than others.
Definitely.
Like, which ones are going to be most affected by this sustainability wave?
Well, the energy and utilities sector is facing a huge transformation.
With the shift to renewable energy.
Exactly. The article highlights how important it is to not only switch to renewables,
Okay.
but also to improve the efficiency of our existing energy grids.
Right. So it's not just about swapping out coal for solar panels.
It's a whole system change.
And what about transportation and logistics? How is sustainability impacting that industry?
Well, transportation is responsible for a lot of greenhouse gas emissions.
Yeah, it's a big contributor.
So there's a lot of pressure to decarbonize that sector.
And how are they doing that?
Well, we're seeing a ton of electric vehicles now,
From cars to trucks.
even long-haul trucks.
Oh, wow. And what about planes and ships?
There's a push for sustainable aviation fuels and alternative fuels like hydrogen for shipping.
So it's like the entire transportation ecosystem is going...
Yeah, it's a massive shift.
Okay, last one. Consumer goods and retail.
Big changes there, too.
How so?
We're seeing a move towards more sustainable packaging.
Like biodegradable and compostable materials.
Exactly. And there's a growing demand for products made from recycled and upcycled materials.
So it's not just about the products themselves, it's about how they're packaged and where the materials come from.
Right. Consumers are demanding transparency.
They want to know the whole story.
And companies are responding.
It's really cool to see how consumer awareness is driving these changes.
Absolutely. People are realizing their purchasing power.
All right, we've covered AI and sustainability, two massive trends that are already shaking things up.
Yeah, for sure.
But now let's talk about a trend that's changing the way we work.
Okay, I'm interested.
The rise of remote and hybrid work models.
This one is fascinating.
It really is, and the pandemic definitely accelerated it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But it's clear that it's here to stay.
People like the flexibility.
Absolutely. The article mentions that 64% of remote workers would probably look for a new job if they were forced back to the office full-time.
Wow, that says a lot.
Right. Flexibility is non-negotiable for a lot of people.
It's a top priority.
And companies are realizing that they need to adapt.
But creating a successful hybrid model comes with its own challenges.
Definitely. Like, how do you manage remote teams effectively?
Yeah, and maintain a strong company culture when everyone's spread out.
and ensure communication and collaboration are smooth.
Right. There are a lot of moving pieces.
So how are companies tackling these challenges?
Well, they're investing in better communication and collaboration platforms.
To keep everyone connected.
Exactly. And they're rethinking their office spaces.
Not just rows of desks anymore.
Right. More like hubs for collaboration and socializing.
Makes sense. The article mentions Spotify as a company that's doing a great job with this.
Yeah. Their work from anywhere program is pretty cool.
So employees can choose where they want to work.
Home office, a mix of both.
And they've invested a lot in technology to support that.
It's a great example of a company embracing flexibility while still maintaining a strong culture.
But how is this trend playing out across different industries? Are some better suited for remote work than others?
For sure, technology and IT companies have an advantage.
Because a lot of their work can be done from anywhere.
Exactly. But even in more traditional industries like professional services, we're seeing a shift.
Really? So like law firms and consulting firms?
Yeah, they're seeing the benefits of offering flexibility.
And they're using technology to make it work.
Exactly.
And what about education and training?
Well, online learning became essential during the pandemic.
Right. Everyone had to adapt.
And a lot of those changes are here to stay.
So e-learning platforms and virtual classrooms are still popular.
Absolutely. And we're seeing new roles focused on creating engaging online learning experiences.
So it seems like remote and hybrid work is the future. And companies across all sorts of industries are figuring out how to make it work.
It's an exciting time.
All right, let's move on to our next trend, which is all about the customer.
Okay.
The rise of hyper-personalization.
This is crucial in today's market.
It really is, with so many choices and so much information out there.
You have to stand out.
Exactly, and create meaningful connections with your customers.
And the stakes are high.
Oh, yeah. The article says that 64% of customers would switch to a competitor after just one bad experience.
Wow, one bad experience.
I know, right? It shows how important it is to get the customer experience right.
Absolutely. You can't afford to mess up.
And hyper-personalization is key to delivering a great experience.
It's about going beyond basic customer service.
Okay.
Really understanding your customers, what they need, what they want.
Anticipating their needs.
Exceeding their expectations at every point of contact.
And the article uses Amazon as like the ultimate example of hyper-personalization.
Oh, yeah, they've mastered it.
Can you tell us more about what they're doing?
Well, they use tons of data and these super sophisticated AI algorithms.
To create a personalized shopping experience for each customer.
Exactly. Their recommendation engine looks at your past purchases, your browsing history, even your wish list.
To suggest stuff you might like.
And they use dynamic pricing to offer personalized discounts and promotions.
It's like having a personal shopper in your pocket.
Kind of right.
And it's obviously working for them.
Oh, yeah, their personalization efforts have been huge for customer loyalty.
So how are other companies using hyper-personalization to improve their customer experience?
Well, in retail and e-commerce, there are AI-powered tools that can analyze consumer behavior.
To predict what people will want.
With incredible accuracy, they can personalize product recommendations, target promotions, even create custom shopping experiences.
It's all about making the customer feel special.
Like they're an individual, not just a number.
Exactly. But how is this impacting industries beyond retail?
Well, in healthcare, it's being used to create personalized treatment plans.
Based on a patient's specific needs and medical history.
Right. And there are those AI-powered wearables.
The ones that track your health data.
Yeah. And then they give you personalized insights and recommendations.
Wow, that's fascinating.
It's really transforming healthcare.
Okay. And what about financial services?
There are AI-powered financial planning tools now.
Oh, cool. So they can give you personalized investment advice?
Exactly. And tailored credit options based on your financial situation.
That's really helpful.
And we're seeing usage-based insurance policies.
Based on how you drive.
Yeah. It's all about tailoring products and services to individual needs.
So hyper-personalization is impacting pretty much every aspect of our lives.
It's becoming the standard.
From shopping to healthcare to finance.
And the companies that embrace it are going to have a big advantage.
All right, we've covered 4 major trends so far.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
But let's tackle the last one highlighted in the Quantive article.
Okay.
Business hyperautomation and insights generation.
Sounds data-driven.
It is. It's all about using data to make smarter decisions.
Which is crucial in today's fast-paced world.
Absolutely. The ability to make quick decisions based on data can make or break a business.
For sure.
And that's where hyperautomation comes in.
It's about automating as many processes as possible.
To make things more efficient.
Right? And free up employees to focus on the more strategic stuff.
The stuff that requires human thinking.
Exactly.
But here's the thing.
What's that?
The article says that while 67% of businesses are using automation to improve visibility,
Right.
a whopping 95% are struggling to make sense of all the data they're collecting.
They're drowning in data.
It's like having all the pieces of a puzzle but no idea how to put them together.
So it's not enough to just have data.
Right, you need to be able to turn that data into insights.
And then turn those insights into action.
Exactly, and the article calls this shift the smart enterprise.
Oh, interesting.
Can you explain what that means?
Well, a smart enterprise is an organization that uses data seamlessly across all its departments.
So no more data silos.
Right. Everything is connected, and everyone has access to the information they need.
To make informed decisions.
In real time.
Wow, that sounds powerful.
It gives leaders a 360-degree view of the business.
Where they can see the big picture.
And make the best decisions for the company as a whole.
But creating a smart enterprise probably requires a big investment in technology.
It does. Companies need advanced analytics platforms, data visualization tools, and AI-powered systems
to help them make sense of all that data.
and turn it into something actionable.
The article uses Tesla as an example of a company that's doing a great job with hyperautomation.
Oh yeah, their gigafactories are insane.
What's so special about them?
They've integrated robotics, AI, and the Internet of Things into their production processes.
Wow, so it's like a super efficient machine.
Exactly, and it's resulted in massive cost savings and increased efficiency.
It's like the factory of the future.
It really is.
So how is this trend impacting other industries?
Well, in the tech world, AI-driven data analytics platforms are in high demand.
Because they can handle huge amounts of data.
And generate those valuable insights that companies need.
And real-time data sharing is essential.
Absolutely. You have to be able to react quickly in such a fast-paced environment.
Data is like the new gold.
The companies that can mine it effectively will be the ones that succeed.
Okay. And what about financial services?
Hyperautomation is streamlining everything from risk management to customer service.
So they're becoming more efficient and effective.
Exactly. And predictive analytics is key.
To make those smart financial decisions.
It's all about using data to gain a competitive edge.
And finally, manufacturing and supply chain management.
Big changes happening there, too.
Like what?
Well, they're using hyperautomation to optimize production, improve supply chain visibility, and forecast demand more accurately.
So less waste and more efficiency.
Right. And they're using the Internet of Things and sensor data to monitor equipment.
To predict when maintenance is needed.
Exactly. It helps them avoid those costly breakdowns.
So it seems like hyperautomation is transforming every industry.
It's touching everything.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground today.
It's been a whirlwind.
From AI and sustainability to remote work, hyper-personalization, and data-driven decision-making.
The business world is changing fast.
And the companies that embrace these trends are the ones that will thrive.
Absolutely. It's all about adapting and evolving.
Well, that's a lot to digest. But don't worry, we'll recap everything in the next part of our deep dive.
Okay.
Be sure to join us as we explore the implications of these trends and what they mean for you in your career.
It's going to be good. It's like companies are shifting, you know, from reacting to stuff to being more proactive, always on kind of thing.
Right. Always adapting and evolving.
Exactly. Using those real-time insights and data.
So it's not even just about keeping up anymore.
No.
It's about being ahead of the game, anticipating what's next.
And being ready to pivot before the competition even knows what hit them.
Totally. And the Quantive article really hammers home this idea of resilience and adaptability.
Those are key. Being able to embrace change, learn fast, and just roll with it.
That's going to be crucial for success going forward.
Absolutely. So let's do a quick recap of those 5 key trends, just to make sure we're all on the same page.
Oh, good.
First up, AI integration.
The big one.
Weaving AI into every aspect of business, you know.
It's more than just chatbots or making fancy images.
It's about using AI to make those big strategic decisions.
Optimizing processes, making the customer experience better.
And remember those key industries we talked about, where AI is going to have the biggest impact.
Healthcare, for sure.
More accurate diagnoses, personalized medicine, even AI-assisted surgery.
Then there's financial services.
Fraud detection, personalized financial advice, automated trading.
And of course, we can't forget manufacturing.
Those smart factories that can adapt and optimize production like it's nothing.
Pretty amazing stuff.
Next up, sustainability and the circular economy.
This one's close to my heart.
Mine too. It's not just a trend, it's a necessity.
Absolutely. It's good for the planet and good for business.
We talked about that shift from just doing random sustainability things.
Yeah, those one-off initiatives.
To a more holistic approach.
Where ESG is baked into the company's core strategy.
And the rise of the circular economy.
Keeping resources in use for as long as possible. Yeah. Minimizing waste.
We also talked about the industries that are going to be most affected by the sustainability wave.
Right.
Energy and utilities with that big shift to renewable energy.
Transportation and logistics with electric vehicles and alternative fuels.
And consumer goods and retail with sustainable materials, less packaging waste, and ethical sourcing. Then we shifted gears a bit and talked about the rise of remote and hybrid work models.
The future of work.
It really is, and we saw how important flexibility has become for employees.
64% would look for a new job if they had to go back to the office full-time.
Wow, that's a powerful stat.
It shows how much things have changed.
And companies are adapting.
Investing in technology to support remote work.
Transforming their office spaces into hubs for collaboration.
Giving employees more autonomy and control over their work.
We also saw how this trend is playing out in different industries.
Yeah.
From tech and IT, where remote work is already common.
To professional services and education, where they're finding new ways to make it work.
It's a whole new world of work.
It is.
Our fourth trend was all about the customer.
The rise of hyperpersonalization.
Really understanding your customers, anticipating their needs, exceeding their expectations.
Making them feel valued.
Like they're the only customer that matters.
Exactly.
We talked about how companies like Amazon are using data and AI to create those personalized experiences.
Tailoring recommendations, pricing promotions, everything.
And we saw how hyper-personalization is changing other industries too.
Healthcare with personalized treatment plans and AI-powered wearables.
Financial services with personalized financial advice and credit options. It's all about making things more relevant and tailored to individual needs.
The one-size-fits-all approach is dead.
Absolutely. Okay, last but not least, business hyperautomation and insights generation.
The power of data.
Using data to make smarter, faster, more strategic decisions.
We talked about that shift from just collecting data.
Yeah.
To actually extracting insights from it and turning those insights into action.
The smart enterprise.
Where data flows freely across the organization.
Giving everyone the information they need to make good decisions.
In real time.
We looked at Tesla as an example of a company that's killing it with hyperautomation.
Their gigafactories are like something out of a sci-fi movie.
So efficient, so automated, so data-driven.
It's the future of manufacturing.
And we saw how this trend is impacting other industries too.
Tech, financial services, manufacturing.
Data is everywhere.
And the companies that can harness its power will be the ones that win.
So there you have it, our 5 key trends for 2025.
It's a lot to think about.
It is, but it's exciting stuff.
It is.
We're on the cusp of a major transformation in the business world.
And it's going to be fascinating to see how it all plays out.
All right, welcome back for the final part of our deep dive into these huge business trends.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey.
It really has, exploring all these changes, you know, AI, the circular economy, how we work, all that.
The power of personalization and all that data.
Exactly. So now that we've kind of mapped out this whole landscape,
right,
let's give you some tools to navigate it all.
Yeah, some resources to help you stay ahead of the curve.
Exactly. Consider this like your toolkit for success in 2025 and beyond.
I like it.
So first things first, if you haven't already, go check out the full Quantive article.
Yeah, top 5 business trends to watch for in 2025, plus stats.
It's got so much more detail than we could cover here.
Tons of insights and real-world examples.
You'll find a link in the show notes.
Easy peasy.
And while you're on Quantive's site, take a look at their strategy AI platform.
Oh, yeah. They mentioned that throughout the article.
It's all about using AI and data to make smarter decisions.
Whether you're trying to make your operations more efficient, improve your customer experience, or really track your sustainability goals.
Strategy AI can be a game changer.
It's like having a secret weapon.
Right. Giving you those insights you need to navigate this crazy business world.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
But hey, it's not just about Quantive.
Right. There are tons of great resources out there.
We've put together a list of books, articles, even other podcasts that we think you'll find helpful.
You'll find those in the show notes, too.
So go check those out. And remember...
What's that?
The key to thriving in this ever-changing world is to never stop learning.
Keep that curiosity alive.
Ask those tough questions. Be open to new ideas.
Embrace the challenge.
The future belongs to those who shape it.
Well said.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. It's been a blast.
It has.
We'll catch you on the next episode as we continue to explore the trends that are shaping our world.